Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, welcome to Cliff Notes. This is just a real quick kind of what's happening in the top 10 in the 450, top 10 in the 250, and we'll get you dialed in for the race weekend. Don't forget to subscribe. It helps me out. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing, and it helps me out a ton. So I appreciate that, and let's get into this bad boy.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
All right, guys, so we're heading to Indianapolis. Indianapolis is a dome, so we don't need to worry about it being a mud race, but typically Indianapolis has some soft dirt. The whoops tend to break down. This track has a lot of 90 degrees. I'm not a fan of 90-degree turns. 90-degree turns are easy to cover. They're easy to block. They make for single-file racing. With soft dirt, we could probably change that, and the track builders sometimes can put some stuff on the inside. So we'll have to see how it races, because I never really like to look at the track map and decide how something's going to race, because how they build it could change everything. It's round 9. We're literally halfway through the night. We're at the halfway point. 9 rounds in, guys. We're literally halfway through 2023, and the championship's pretty much down to 3 guys. So RJ Hampshire, he'll be riding the 450 again. He looked awesome last week. He won a heat race. Got 8th in the main. RJ Hampshire flat kicking ass. Justin Cooper's done for the year. He's going to go get ready for outdoor motocross on a 250, where he'll do battle against Hunter Lawrence, Joe Schmoda, Tom Vial, and some real badasses out there, and also Hayden Deegan. I'm not even going to say how Hayden Deegan will do outdoors because I don't know, and clearly that kid's proved me wrong enough this year. Joey Savacci, he's done. He's going to get ready for World Supercross, so his year's over. Colton Nichols is doing the smart thing after hitting his head in Daytona practice, and he's sitting out. Dylan Ferrandis is also sitting out. He shouldn't even have been racing last week or trying to race, in my opinion. Like I said, I'm not a brain doctor. I'm just some guy that knows a little bit about concussions and studies it and researches it and has dealt with it. So, yeah, that's all I am. But yes, of course, medical doctor would probably know a little bit more than me. I just don't have a ton of faith in those guys, but that's just me. Adam Cincerillo, he's going to try and come back. He sat out, just let the wrist or arm that supposedly isn't going numb, let it rest. Maybe that nerve will, I don't know. I'm crossing my fingers, hoping for a miracle. I'm glad to see him coming back. I hope it goes well. There's a lot of guys out. With those guys out, with Ferrandis, Nichols, Savacci all out, that should give him a good opportunity to get up inside the top 10 with minimal effort. We'll see how that works out for him. And now let's get into the 450s. Eli Tomac. Eli Tomac is a beast right now. He's up in the points. He's got 186. He's 4 points up on Cooper Webb. No, I'm sorry. I can't do my math. That's 5 points on Cooper Webb. Cooper Webb is... Dude, he rode his ass off of Daytona and just finished right behind him. So we'll see how it goes in Indianapolis. Chase Sexton, he seems to have fallen off. He's 176 points. He's 10 points down right now. Of the 3, he seems to be the one that's cracking first. But a win this weekend could put him right back into it. It's extremely important. Jason Anderson, he's kind of dropped off. Can he even get back on the podium? These 3 guys pretty much have it on lock. I'm sure if one of them makes a mistake, he's the 4th best guy. He can run their speeds. He's proven that. He needs something pretty bad. Just, I don't think it's going really well this year on multiple levels. Kawasaki coming out and his team manager trashing him. That's not a good look. His longtime friend, Tom from Team Fried, taking a job over at Racer X. I don't know what's going on over there. Maybe that's all in the up and up. I honestly don't know the story behind the Tom going to Racer X, or if there's a split, or if that's just Tom doing what's best for him in his life. Honestly, I don't know. But all those things together, it doesn't look good. It just doesn't look like a good atmosphere around Anderson, and he's a guy that really needs that. Ken Roxon. I don't know if you guys saw this week. He went huge behind Tyler Bierman over at the Nest. Man, that jump was big, but it's pretty cool seeing Roxon do stuff like that. If he was on a true factory team, they'd lose their minds if he did that. But hey, for me, Roxon, you do whatever makes you happy, because a happy Roxon is a fast Roxon. If he's riding the Suzuki, I just don't think it's that good of a bike. I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys, some of you guys get really pissed when I say that. It's an awesome bike for somebody like me or you or your average guy. It's not on the same level as the top 3 guys' bikes, and He can get really close, and he's even put it on the podium after A2. I thought I was wrong, but seeing what I've seen now, I'm sorry, I'm sticking with it. The Suzuki is just not quite as good. It's really good. It's just a little off. Aaron Plessinger, oh boy, he is in that I need to get a result really bad category. This is the second year at KTM and the Baker's factory. He's supposed to be considerably better. He still was just almost as good on the Yamaha. We haven't really seen an improvement in him since his last year in Yamaha. If anything, you could argue he's declined. That's not good if you want to get another factory ride. With his contract up this year, he desperately needs to show us something. Yeah. Justin Barcia looked amazing at Daytona. He was hauling ass, had the fastest lap in the main event, and got into it with Chase Sexton. Chase Sexton cross-jumped him. Some people are saying that was a mistake and he jumped over. Yes, I'm sure it was a mistake. But what they don't tell you is a lot of times when you're switching ruts to block a guy, you're way more apt to make one of those mistakes where you go too far. That's what it is. He's blocking him. And he screwed up and went too far and cross-jumped him. And Barcia should be pissed, and Sexton's got one coming. Although, let's be honest, Barcia took him out at San Diego. So if you really want to keep score, I would say they're probably even. I'm sure Barcia doesn't see it that way, though. Christian Craig. Christian Craig is in that same category. Although he has a contract for next year, it's still, that's got to be an uncomfortable feeling to have RJ come in after riding the 250s, win a heat race, and beat you in the main event. He could say, oh, that was just Daytona. You better beat him this weekend. You better beat RJ. That's all I have to say is if not, it's going to get real uncomfortable over there at the Husqvarna rig. They need more out of him. And then the next guys in the points were Joey Savacci, who's done for the year to concentrate on World Supercross. Then you've got Colt Nichols sitting out with a concussion, and Dean Wilson. Dean should be able to get some good results this week with a lot of those guys out. I look for Dean to be inside the top 10. I don't know if you do fantasy, like the handicap fantasy. If you do that, take a good look at Dean Wilson. I'm sure he's a good pick this week. So, all right, guys, let's get into the 250s now. Hey, guys, before I get into the 250s, I want to talk about EBC Brakes. EBC Brakes are awesome. Great company, great products. They got a big old warehouse here in Las Vegas. If you can, support them. I'd really appreciate it. They've been supporting Cooksey Media from day one, and they're awesome. Hunter Lawrence. Hunter Lawrence is your top dog in the East. I don't see anyone beating him unless he gets into it with Thrasher, which very well could happen. He took out Thrasher at Daytona. I don't think it was that bad of a move. I really don't. And what everyone's debating on Hunter's move, how about we go back a couple weeks and take a look at how many times Thrasher has chopped Hunter and done some questionable things to Hunter. So, like I said, if I'm keeping score, I'd say they're about even because of what Thrasher's done and tried to do versus what Hunter's accomplished. I don't think it's fair just because Thrasher cut across and Hunter didn't go down doesn't mean what Hunter did is necessarily worse than what Thrasher did. There was a worse result. But I'm sure Thrasher doesn't see it that way. But hey, Thrasher was going to take him out no matter what anyway. Thrasher would do the same thing. So it's like, do I be nice to a guy who's not going to be nice to me? He's going to take me out whether I do it or not. Yeah, take him down. I say good on Hunter. I think that was a good move. And, I don't think it puts any additional pressure. I think Thrasher was going to hit him no matter what anyway. He kind of proved that. So we'll see. Max Anstey, who's almost double the age of Hayden Deegan in second place, looking really good. And if he keeps putting himself right there on the podium, he's going to get a win. You can only get second and third before sooner or later. Supercross has got a lot of chance. He's going to get a win. Hayden Deegan. Man, have I done a 180 on Hayden Deegan. I went from saying I don't think he should race to there's a chance he can win the title this year. There's genuinely a real chance. Like he's in third and he's riding consistently. Daniel Blair mentioned on the Main Event Moto podcast that Hayden's got the best lap time consistency in every main event, like his fastest to his lowest, there's least variance. That's stuff you get from seasoned veteran riders who are really good. I did not expect that from Hayden Deegan. He's showing me things that I didn't know he had, and I am impressed. And if something happens to Hunter, I think it would be horrible for Hayden's career to win because then he'd probably have to point out real early. He'd be on a 450 in no time. But then again, hey, I thought it'd be horrible for his career if he moved up. So what do I know? Clearly nothing about Hayden Deegan, except for he's really damn good. Yeah. Jordan Smith. I'm sure it doesn't sit well that he's behind Hayden Deegan. He's got speed. He's got that, the heat win at the Triple Crown or main event win or whatever you want to call it, moto win. Jeremy Martin's quickly becoming Hayden Deegan's bitch. I don't know what else to say. Every time they're on camera, Hayden's putting it to him either aggressively or out around the outside. Like, yeah, Hayden kind of owns him right now. So I don't know what else to say. Nate Thrasher, a couple bad results, followed by some really good results, a second and a win. He's going to battle for wins, but I think the championship, unless something drastic happens, I don't see him being a part of it. But then again, there's still 2 East-West shootouts, so you never know. Chance Hymas, he's sitting out for the rest of the year. He's going to go get ready for outdoors. Rode really good. Tom Vial, man, he was riding so good at Daytona. It looked like he was going to get a podium, and then he piled it up on those tough blocks. Tough blocks got to go, people. Tough blocks got to go. Got to go. Feld, there's so many other options. Make them triangle. I don't even care. Honestly, at this point, I'll take any sort of a change. Just it lets me know you're actually thinking, or you've at least acknowledged that they're dangerous and they're causing problems and they're going to hurt your riders. Your riders are your product. Riders equal money, equal butts in the seats. Let's keep them healthy, Feld. Come on, it's in everyone's best interest. The riders, you, everyone. Chris Blows, I expected more, but hey, I mean, he got a last-minute call. I'm not sure exactly how ready he was. He told me he was riding. He probably was, but you just can't put in that kind of championship or that race intensity if you don't know for sure you're going to go riding. I'm sure the products he's on are real. The Mitch's bike and everything. I'm sure it's ready to go. But hey, he's ahead of Michael Mosiman. So how bad is he doing? Although Michael Mosiman, I actually thought he might win the title this year. It has gone horribly wrong on every level. He can't keep it on 2 wheels. He's not that fast when he's on 2 wheels. I don't know what to say. I hope he gets it together. I do like Michael Mosiman. I think he's a really good character, and he's fun to have in the pits. He's fun to have doing interviews, his facts of the day, his silly photos. I want more Michael Mosiman, but in order to do that, he's gonna have to ride better. I don't know. Hey guys, Complete Racing Solutions. You guys know Coach Rob. Coach Rob is, in my mind, the smartest trainer or athletic performance coach there is. He teaches people scientific. He's not just shooting from the hip because he was an athlete. He's shooting from the hip because he was an athlete, and he's got the degrees to back it up. I mean, he's one of the smartest people I've ever met. He bases everything off of fact, not guesswork. But he's got programs that start at $30, and he will help you dial in your fitness, your food, and he does it in a way that works with you. If you've got a job, he can work around it. He's one of the only trainers I've ever seen who's bendable when it comes to that type of stuff. He's real world. So check out Coach Rob. It's amazing. Steel City Men's Clinic. If you've got some supplements, if you're struggling with any sort of fatigue, or you want to get your blood work done, or you want to prevent some injuries, if you've had a concussion, call Steel City Men's Clinic. Yeah, they're amazing at the stuff they do. They've got me healthy, and I really appreciate it. And of course, Epic Garage Designs. Epic is awesome. One of the things I don't talk about enough is slat wall. Slat wall, you can build a gym. This stuff holds 200 pounds per square foot. Put your weights on there, build up your gym, have it in the garage, but then you have slat wall next to it where you have your gym. Be awesome. So you can get those, you can order those online, have them drop shipped to your house. I think you can get the Pro Core that holds 200 bucks. I believe it's $3.99 or $4.99. I have to double check, but head over to Epic Garage Designs website. Just order it right from there. Ship right to your house. So thanks guys. And remember, subscribe, and I appreciate it.